in the James Harden video, I pled with the media not to stick cameras and microphones in these athletes' faces and ask them about things that they do not, anything outside of putting the ball in the hoop should just don't even bother with them. But here we have LeBron James, my favorite hate crime hoaxer. Oh, wait, you don't remember that when he faked the hate crime? And said that somebody spray painted the N-word on his gate, and it just, the story magically disappeared out of the media once people started asking, wait, you live in like an estate, don't you have cameras, shouldn't there be some kind of evidence? Yeah, and he completely that just completely went away. Yeah, this man has no credibility with me. But they ask him, because he's a large name in in basketball, about the whole Dan Morey, Houston Rockets, China, and Hong Kong situation. And yeah, let's break this down.
We all talk about this freedom of speech. Yes, we all do have freedom of speech, but at times there are ramifications.
Okay, and thusly, you're watching his labia just fiddle in the wind right now. I mean, that's all it is. You're seeing his vulva just get engorged because this guy. There's ramifications for the speech. Hold on. We'll get there.
Negative that can happen when you're not thinking about others. You're only thinking about yourself. So I don't believe.
Only thinking about yours. Of all the people to sit there and say, well, the negative ramifications when you're not thinking of others, you're only thinking about yourself. We'll get there.
I don't want to get into a word or sentence feud with Daryl Morey, but I believe he wasn't educated on the situation at hand.
And we're there. He's sitting here talking about he wasn't educated about the situation at hand. For the last time, because honestly, I really hope this is the last time I have to bring this up. The reason the Hong Kong protests are going off is because China wants to take control of their criminal justice system. And what that changes is, instead of going through, the democratic process, the criminals or those accused of crimes will get snatched up, taken to the Chinese mainland, and more than likely never seen or heard from again, which is why the people of Hong Kong are protesting as hard as they can. And he's sitting there talking about Mr. Morey being selfish, Mr. Morey just thinking of himself. No, Mr. Morey was thinking of the people of Hong Kong who do not want to be subjected to such rule. And for LeBron James to sit here and well, I don't want to start a war of words, but he wasn't educated. LeBron James is sitting there talking about how somebody else wasn't educated. My God.
And he spoke. And so many people could have been harmed, not only financially, but physically, emotionally, spiritually.
Oh my goodness, everybody could have been harmed, not just financially, but physically, emotionally, and I think he's about to say spiritually. But, okay, first and foremost, words aren't violent, so that emotional harm bullshit. Secondly, yeah, the NBA is being harmed financially right now. And as far as personally goes, there are Chinese forces that are actually shooting civilians with live rounds. So yeah, people are being harmed right now. The people of Hong Kong are putting themselves in harm's way for a damn good reason. And to watch this child, because I refuse to even call him a man at this point, to watch this child sit up here and bluster and talk about what somebody with moral character decided to say. And yes, Dan Morey walked the comments back, but pressure bust pipes. He makes a lot of money doing his job, and I'm pretty sure he didn't particularly think through the ramifications of that tweet. But at the same time, I'm still glad he did it in his whole absent-mindedness, because the world gets to see exactly how weak-willed and just pathetic these NBA players, these pampered athletes are here in the United States. And here's the fun part, because I know they, like, when they go to China, they're treated like gods. And it reminds me of the movie The Interview with James Franco and Seth Rogen, and they're going to North Korea to meet with Kim Jong Un, and Kim Jong Un takes James Franco character all around, to very specific spots, and puts up this great illusion. And what LeBron James and Chris and James Harden and who they are people who never saw that the oranges were fake. Okay, man, I hope somebody remembers that movie well enough to get that reference.
So just be careful what we tweet, what we say, and what we do. Even though yes, we do have freedom of speech, but there can be a lot of negative that comes with that too.
A lot of negative that comes with that too, because I mean, we do have our freedom of speech, but not really, particularly when it comes to the finances of China and how much money they bring into the league and put into my pocket, because to them I am seen as an athletic specimen. They, what I'm saying, they hold these athletes, and it goes for the female basketball athletes as well. I mean, basketball is so huge over there because of the athletic prowess in that gets exhibited. I myself, huge fan. After the Nets left New Jersey, I really just was like, I just like the NBA. D Wade, I mean, he was balling at the time. This was before the whole Gabriel Union thing, and so he was balling at the time. I was like, I'm just an NBA fan. I love the game. I love watching certain players hoop, and that's just the reality to right now. But I'm glad I'm not one of those, I gotta get tickets and go to games type people, and I've put a lot of my identity into this, because I'd be heartbroken. I would be shattered. But I'm not shattered, because they're part of Hollywood. That's the main reason why LeBron went to LA. He wanted in on the whole Hollywood thing. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, yeah, go ahead, do that too. No one's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice, and we'll get videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring, and YouTube and BitChute and the like. Let's be real. And speak. Let me know, what do you think in the comments? This is spineless. This is spineless, man. We are watching this man's fallopian tubes just twist in the wind, because there's no, there's nothing but selfishness on display. At least that's what I'm picking up. You might be seeing something different, and that's why I have a comment section. So until the next one.